afternoon, everybody. Christian here. Today I do have a prophetic word to share with you. I have a couple of announcements before I give you that word, so let's get on with those. The first one being that the other website that I'm working on with the webmaster, and we're supposed to have it out this month. I hope to have it out the first of this month. I actually had to push that launch date out. We have a glitch that needs to be solved, and the webmaster went on vacation. He told me that I could contact him and we could work while he's on vacation, but I don't want to do that to the guy. So I'm just going to leave it alone until he gets back, and then we'll finish it up. Also, this website, ChristianProphetic.com, you can go there if you are into giving to support this ministry as a partner. You can go and give there, or you can just go and give there and learn how to give there. But people have been asking me very simple questions about that, so I want to go into that. Okay, some of you said, Christian, why should we give to you? Why don't you pay for it? That's kind of rude, isn't it? Now, first off, I did pay for it for years. The equipment that we have, I purchased that. So it's not like I don't give, and I typically work for free here. So I'm always giving in some capacity. But we've kind of grown to a point where the Lord allowed you guys to give to the ministry, and we went beyond what I could personally do. We started to grow, right? And we grew, and we built a website, and we've gotten out maybe a Facebook page now. You can follow us there. Various different things we're doing. And I enjoy doing that. That's what my objective is here, is to keep bringing the Word of God out and reach as many people as possible. Now, I've been able to do that because a lot of you guys have stepped up and given and supported this ministry along the way. However, for the past couple of weeks, that has waned substantially to the point that I wasn't able to actually take care of the webmaster like I typically do. So I had to go to him and say, okay, how do you want to go forward? How do you want to handle this moving forward? Because I can't control what other people do, and I can't support it all by myself. What do you want me to do? So I spoke with him. We had a conversation and basically made some other arrangements. But he is currently, basically like I am, working for free. And now he's working on 2 websites. And so it's just one of those things that I have to look at and say, okay, I respect free markets. And my first thought was, okay, if people aren't supporting it, then the free markets are telling you there's no value, let it go. Just shut it down. And I thought about that, but I didn't feel the Lord was telling me that's what I should do. And then I also had, at the same time that was going on, I had a couple of weeks last month where the Lord didn't give me a prophetic word to share with you guys. And I was like, I'm already tight financially in that ministry. And so now, without putting out more prophetic words, it's going to hurt me that much more. But if God doesn't give you a word, you can't just make a word up. Or you could, it just wouldn't be good. And so, and it wouldn't register with your spirit. And the Holy Spirit knows when it's hearing its own. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to trust God and not put out a word. And I didn't. And then there was another one, I think it was 2 different times that month, where I had that same situation. But I just trusted God, and just, if He wants to shut it down, this is a good way of doing it, kind of thing, So I was just kind of moving with that, and I was working on the other website as well. So I had various different things going on. And then I had that dream, or a series of dreams, and I gave you guys the last one last week. And I put out that video, and it got more views on that video in like 2 days. It was just, I think it's added like over 31,000 views in a week, or less than a week. So for me, that's a lot of views, and it clearly shows there's value to what I'm doing. There's the free markets are showing we value this information. We went and sought it out and shared it with each other and liked it and so forth and so on, commented. So I started thinking, okay, maybe there's something else I'm doing wrong. Maybe the free markets are telling me there's value here, and I'm not seeing enough value from donations because I simply am not talking to you guys about it. I don't tell you when they wane or whatever. I keep it to myself, and I don't bring it up. I only bring it up now because it got to the point that I couldn't take care of somebody else. I don't want someone else working for free, right? So anyway, I thought, that's probably the issue. I don't bring it to you guys and say, hey, every month, if you guys want this ministry to continue, the ministry needs to raise a certain amount of money to continue. It's not a lot, but it has to raise something, So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Every month I come out and tell you guys, this is what, if you want to continue supporting this ministry as a partner, go to the website, ChristianProphetic.com, give a small donation. And that's another thing I want to talk about for a minute. For me, I expect and this is not what happens, but I expect, 7,000 people, 7,500 people subscribe to the YouTube channel. If every single person on that channel went to the website and gave $5, we'd never have this conversation, ever. It would just be every month, everybody gave $5, and we would continue to grow this ministry, and everybody would be happy. But what happens instead is, like a very, very, very small percentage of those people who are subscribed to this channel or who watch the video will give, and they will give above and beyond, and in many cases, and then that they basically carry the load for everybody else. And it's, of course, they can't continuously give like that, and then of course they fall off over time, and so you're in a constant state of barely staying alive kind of thing in this ministry kind of thing. And so I'm like, if they would understand that if everybody gave a small amount every month, it's easy for everybody, right? I don't know if that's something you guys want to do, but I'm letting you guys know now. If you want to partner with this ministry, that's the way to do it, to go and give every month, take care of the ministry that you want to continue moving forward. Now maybe you're thinking to yourself, hey, we can get the prophetic from some other person on YouTube. They're going to say basically the same thing you say. And I don't necessarily disagree with that. You might actually be able to find the exact same thing, or at least a similar version, right? And if that's what free markets want to say, I'm cool with that. I will shut down what I'm doing on this ministry and just focus on the other one that's about to launch. I'm okay with that. So I want you guys to follow what the Holy Spirit is telling you to do and do what that is. And we'll see moving forward whether this changes or stabilizes or goes even deeper in the hole, whatever. Then I'll just walk it out. But I just wanted to share with you all that's going on behind the scenes. Moving on to the next thing. The prophetic word that I do have for you this week is simply this. And there's been a lot of different things the Lord's been speaking to me about, Solomon wealth and things like that. It's like a season of that. I'm not going to go into that right now. There's some coronation stuff going on. It's just a lot of different things He's kind of showing me. It's not all put together yet into one congealed element that I can share with you, so I'm keeping all that. But this is a part of that. So the Lord has been showing me that you have moved into the promised land, and the blessing that He has promised you is there, but you can't see it. And it's like that dream I shared with you a while back, titled Gold. I'll link it here. In that video, you see I'm there in this field, and then I take a cautious step of faith, and it is just at the point of contact that it turns. And that's kind of what we're going through right now. We're looking at this thing that God's called us to, and we're saying, I don't see it. Well, the Lord is saying, it's there, press into it. But also He's showing me that we are in a situation of like rest, where He's saying, I want you to rely on me to turn the battle. Rely on me, follow my words. When I tell you turn left here, turn left there. And when He tells you do it, do it. And then you're going to see things become really easy as you move in His time and in His ordered season. Also, don't hesitate to act. When you can act, act. There's a situation that happened to me today, and I learned a valuable lesson from I shared with my daughter today. So last night, late in the night, maybe 10 or 11 o'clock at night, the air conditioning in my apartment went out. And so I had a very uncomfortable night where there was no AC. And I knew the following day, it was the 4th of July, so I was going to be kind of stuck. Nobody was going to come out and fix the AC on the 4th of July, and nobody would be in the office, so I couldn't call really and get anything done. So I had to wait till Friday, so I had a whole another day of no air conditioning coming, and a whole another night, right? So I got up, and about 7 o'clock in the morning, I thought, well, I just want to get it out of the way. I don't want to be thinking about it anymore, so I'm just going to call the office and leave a message and tell them my situation. They'll get it first thing in the morning Friday, and they'll get somebody working on it. So I called them up, and sure enough, 7 o'clock in the morning, the manager answered on the 4th of July. And so I was kind of surprised by that. I just let him know this is the situation. He said, okay, I can't probably get anybody out there being the 4th of July until Friday. I said, I recognize that, and I'm willing to handle that. And so off we went. And then he called back a little while later and said, hey, I found somebody that will come out on the 4th of July and take care of this. So he'll be out there later today. And sure enough, he came out here, fixed the problem, and off we went. But that problem could have been I could have had to go through that entire thing all Thursday and into Friday simply because I assumed nothing was going to be done, so I was able to postpone. Don't postpone. Do it now. If there's something that the Lord has called you to do, highlighted you to do, directed you to do, and you know you can do it now, do it now. Don't wait a day. Don't wait a week. Do it now, because those are the things that are holding up your progress. You.